Dr. Kunal Abhishek, who is the scientist E at the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, where he leads a cybersecurity and forensic group. Before joining C-DAC, he served as a group head in the Network Security Research Group of SETS Chennai and spent a long time over there. He's also the chief investigator of a project for recovery of ransomware keys being funded by MeitY Government of India. He actually started the work after the PhD in computer science from Bharati Darshan University, specializing in applied cryptography with research published in leading journals and conferences. So he's going to deliver the talk titled NIST Post-Quantum Cryptography Standardization and Quantum Readiness. Dr. Kunal Abhishek, please.
Thank you, sir. So the title is very unique, and really it is very important because all our communication systems, especially virtual private networks, public key infrastructures, secure cells, etc., they use information systems security through the cryptographic techniques, and they essentially use legacy system so far until the NIST has come up with its standardization process. So in this particular session, we will be more focused on what NIST has suggested and how much it is, becoming, offering quantum readiness to the applications. I am not very sure about the NIST exact motives why such standards have been compelled to us within a very short time. And we will look into the very aspects why it has happened so. And there is some concern on the trust also that I would like to bring out here. So the session will start in the way that I would be first speaking on some background, and then NIST PQC standardization process itself. And then we will see how the legacy systems and post quantum cryptography systems, they are ready for the quantum advent. And based on that, we will conclude something with our remarks. And my topic is basically driven from the strategic decision makers point of view, that whether to go for a PQC or you go for the legacy systems. And just to add it here, that we at C-DAC Patna, we are really going for more in-house products. And what we see there, that directly jumping into the US or some foreign bodies recommended standards is not always very good idea. We should have our own system in place whom we can trust. So the topic will be from that point of view. So let's see in a very top level view and decide which techniques may be better as of now. So I just take an elliptic of cryptography to start with, which was actually came into light in 1985 by Victors and Neil Koblis. And that time it was a very good alternative to the RSA systems, where it has given the competitive security with smaller key sizes. It has gone very well until 2020. There were many patent issues. Later on, it were managed, and then it has come into force with almost all applications have tried to implement it. During that time, NIST has played a very good role, very big role, in the way that it has recommended some of the standards where many curves were formulated or standardized based on their cryptographic suitability. It was going on well, and suddenly there was a 2013. In that particular year, Snowden of US, who was working in the National Security Agency of US, he has revealed that the standards were backdoored, and it was a major setback for the cryptographic community. And later on, the US government was behind him, and he flew to Russia, and where he was now actually I think he is there only, and it has opened up a kind of debate on the NIST role. Okay, so now PQC also has come in some hurry, and we want to see really we have to go immediately, or we should wait for some time for it. It has to go through some field trials and testings. They say that what poses quantum threat to ECC. They say that source once he has come with his factoring that algorithm, which can solve their underlying discrete logarithmic problem in a polynomial time. And this was a seminal paper in 1994. And once this quantum thing has come up, they said that source algorithm can be implemented on the quantum. There the discussion started that ECC will be broken as well as the RSA also. Why so? Because quantum computers can do fast Fourier transforms, which can solve systems of equations very quickly. Then a period of a function can be found out, and it can big integers also. So RSA was also under the threat. And discrete logarithmic, as I said, all the Diffie-Hellman and ECDH and everything was under the threat. So it was a major discussion point, because the legacy systems, which every legacy, this RSA and ECC, these are particularly used by all the systems across the globe, and all the browser and everything was using this. So it was said that once quantum computer gets into picture, what it will do massive parallelization, and whatever be your discrete logarithmic problems or the integer factorization problem, it will get sorted out in a matter of seconds or milliseconds. No matter what group you have selected, what generator of the group is, the massive parallelization is always possible. The practical point here is that how much we have got the actual quantum computer in our hand with sufficient number of qubits. That is, we have to see. So this discussion will go in that line. So I think it will be a notable points at many places which we can take away. So what quantum actually does, through this source work, it threatens both the RSA and ECC. RSA was earlier supposed to be the sub-exponential time complexity, where the key sizes matters much, and key sizes, when you grow the key sizes, the sub-exponential complexity it will generate. Only problem was that if you have higher or larger key sizes, the communication will be, taking time, and latency will come. So as of the current standard, RSA 4096 is the most applicable standard we have got. So in contrary to that computational latency, ECC was proposed by Neil Koblis, and he said that you can achieve the competitive security by using ECC itself, where it is giving you a shorter key sizes. So with this, ECC came into picture in 1985 and 2000 for cryptographic purposes. Not only ECC and RSA, but finite field cryptography like digital signature, Diffie-Hellman key exchanges, and symmetric systems also, such as AES, triple DS, was compromised with Grovers, and then has functions SAR 1, 2, and 3. So this is the background, what could be the consequences? The consequences will be like confidentiality loss because your RSA or ECC is compromised. Signatures can be forged, and there will be a new terminology coming, which is harvest now and decrypt later. So you have a facility to retro respectively. You can check your encrypted data and can get it the plain text out. So these are the big dangers we could see. RSA is vulnerable so far. Its key sizes are concerned. So current key sizes are 2048 bit and 4098 bit, 4096 bit, which are not that sufficient to prevent from the quantum attacks. Post quantum, definitely the RSA 2048 bit will be broken using 4000 logical qubits. This estimate of logical qubits was given by Roteler, who is a Microsoft guy in 2017 in his paper in Asia Crypt. That I have put it in the further slides. Then ECC vulnerability is also there because the classically it is very strong with a small key sizes and offering the big brute force thing. Post quantum, it will be vulnerable more than RSA because it requires lesser number of qubits to solve it. But it is under the fact that you should have a real quantum computer with adequate number of logical qubits. So what could be the immediate solution? So all the asymmetric systems like RSA, ECC, finite field cryptography, and Diffie-Hellman key exchange, you can use PQC. This is what NIST is saying you. And it is forcing it through its standards. And symmetric systems such as AES, triple AES, you can use larger key sizes so that the symmetric security will be enhanced and it is well prevented from the quantum-based attacks also. Hash functions also, you can go for a larger outputs. So these are the immediate solutions they are saying. Now the question is, reliably big quantum computers probably will not be existing for many years ahead. Can't we wait? I think we should not wait for that. We can keep our system going on, but we have to come up with some of the quantum resistant new algorithms that is there. So we cannot block our mathematical work on that. So answer is no. Now this harvesting attacks, like I said, harvest now and decrypt later. These are a big kind of challenge, and deploying new cryptography at a scale, generally it requires minimum 10 years of time. In PQC, it has started from the 2016. It has almost reaching the 10 years time, but remember that the finalization of the candidates have come recently. So the 10 years time is from that point of time. So what could be the solution of this problem is to design crypto systems that can run on today's classical computers while being secure against quantum attacks. And solution is post-quantum cryptography. So now I would like to go into the NIST work in that direction. There was a workshop in 2015, and after that, they have started asking proposals in 2016. And they have called almost 82 submissions over there across the world, from the world, and the aim was to standardize public key algorithms resistant to quantum attacks. So process was said to be very rigorous. It has got 3 rounds of checking, plus the criteria was based on the security, cost and performance, and implementations. So fundamental criteria what NIST has put up is that the whatever algorithm should be submitted, it should follow this IND CCA2 security checks. Means what is this? This says that this is the strongest practical notion of security any encryption standard can have. And based on that, it has, selected only few of the KEM's protocol. And most of the submission was got rejected. So in this particular attack, what an adversary is doing, it chooses ciphertext and gets its corresponding plain text from a decryption oracle. Except for the specific challenge ciphertext, which he is trying to break, that is his motive, that he tried to find out. And the adversary can use the oracle before and after the seeing the ciphertext also. So this is supposed to be a strongest practical security, and NIST has put up before all the candidates. So that was number one criteria. Number two criteria, they said that your encapsulation keys and ciphertext should be of smaller sizes. Why? Because the communication latency will not come up. So that was the second thing. And computational efficiency means speed of the algorithm, your key generation process, encryption, decryption, signing verifications, those processes should be in the minimal time. So these are the criteria what NIST has put before all the submission candidates. And apart from this, these are all mathematical hardness, what they were looking for. But again, they come to a point where they found that implementation attacks are also very prominent. And basically, people do not go for cryptanalysis. They are just taking advantage of some weak kind of implementation where the timing attacks, branching attacks, those things, side channel attacks, these things are applicable. So they wanted it to be protected from those angles also. And that requires really a good time to get it done. But I don't know, they have taken very few years only. So this is there. And then flexibility and simplicity. Simplicity gives you a kind of more clear postulating your ideas and all. Okay. So if it is more complex, you are inviting more cryptanalysis. So it should be simple. That is what it meant here. And flexibility means it can be used by almost all application which are internet facing. So interoperability problem will not come. So these are the three guiding principle NIST has put forth to all the submitting candidate. So this is the timeline. I have, this is a big timeline actually. Each year there are some activities. I have only selected a few which is very important. First is the workshop which has happened in 2015. And now the point to catch here is this, that they are saying 10 years from 2016 to 2026. But the candidates has been finalized in 2024, 22, something like that. So a strong candidate thing will come only after 2030. But they have forced us to use from 2024 or 23. So that is the point I would like to make here. So in 2026, the first PQC standardization process has started, where NIST has called for submission of the PQC. And those things are based on the three criteria they have asked. Then announcement of the first round candidates was in 2017. I think there was only 26 candidates got qualified out of 82 submissions. Then in 2018, there was a conference in Florida where they have said that these 26 first round candidates were published. And then in 2019, they have taken up the second round of candidates. This second round of candidates, again, they have published in the NIST conference in Santa Barbara. And then finally, third round of finalists has come. In the third round of finalists, there was an important point that there are few which we will see. they have not selected a few candidates on the basis of their decryption failure rate. Okay. So one of the example is the code-based cryptography where McAleese protocol was given, which was not selected by NIST, stating this particular reason. So DFR is quite high for this. And for that, ISO has now under standardizing that particular protocol. So it has been a kind of conflict between NIST and ISO. So that point is there. And then in August 2024, your FIPS 203, 204, and 205 was published, which was basically a key encryption encapsulation protocols and then digital signature protocols. In 2025 March, this fourth round of candidate has been called up, and this was finalized, and only one KEM was taken up, selected, and that was HQC, which is Hamming quasi-cyclic. This algorithm was there, and that was only selected because NIST has given a higher degree of confidence than McAleese, saying that it has got low DFR, decryption failure rate. Particularly from a strategic point of view and from like Indian strategic units, we particularly do not go with anybody's compulsion, and we don't believe also. So we have duty to check what they are suggesting and whether it is up to our expectation or not as far as security is concerned. In the name of performance gains, we cannot compromise security. That is the philosophy throughout the strategic units, they are following it. So the silent goals, what NIST has stated for PQC standardization was to make system interoperable and support secure network communications. As I said already, in August 2024, NIST has introduced these three PQC standards, FIPS 203, 204, and 205. And most of them was lattice-based, and one was hash-based, stateless hash-based. And now the KEM is coming in HQC, that is code-based. So these are the hard problems they have selected. From India point of view, I will definitely say that the mathematicians should try whether other hard problems can be taken up to design our indigenous protocols for Indian communications. So these three standards, which got finalized in 2024, has hardness assumptions with learning with errors, module wise, and hash based. So these three are listed out here. How NIST has prepared this standardization process? So I believe this slide is from the CNSA site. So I forgot to mention here. So NIST SA1 has been standardized in 1995. SA2 was standardized by them in 2001, and SA1 has found a successful collision in 2005. After that, SA2 they have told to use in all the internet-facing applications. Most popular are internet browsers, and these browsers only updated themselves with SA2 after January 2017. And then it was realized completely, that confirmed that yes, SA1 is really broken, that there was a dilemma, but it was confirmed. After that, this notion of harvest now and decrypt later, this has come in 2024. And now CNSA is a commercial body of US Federation. And they have given the requirement that NIST should take care of such decryption later, harvest now and decryption later kind of a scheme by putting forth the new standardization through its PQC. They are saying that in 2033, I think it is 2033 written only. Okay. So the quantum threat will be almost more than 50%. It is chances that it will break all our classical system. Like that, they have posted to all of us. NIST presence is very strong in standardization community. When you see the communication standards, I mean the cryptographic standards in communication, public key cryptography is there, where RSA, ECC, and all are there. Now you can see in the red marked FIPS 203, 204, 205, and 206 may be coming. And they have said that in 2025, early 2025, more standardization will be there. If you see the tools, your random number generator, key derivation functions, they have special publications with the appropriate numbers 800, 90A, B, C, and all. They have got presence over there also. In the symmetric key systems, they have AES and all. And AES was actually proposed by Rindel, and in the same fashion, some competition was there. It was said that it was a suit B protocol for the US, and then Rindel once came last year to Chennai in some conference, and he said that the original proposal, and that is what I came to know from somebody, that original proposal was not what we have submitted. So in that way, things were there. And you can see everywhere NIST has its presence. One point only with my experience, it came to that your PKCS standards, 1 to 13, it was given, 15 it is given, up to 12 people are using it. PKCS 13 was reserved for elliptic curve cryptography. And this RSA people have not finalized ECC till now. The idea was that, I am just guessing, that ECC was not under their banner, and NIST has, through their US, a strong hold on them. They are putting forward these standards and specific curves and all. Was a chance that people go for different curves also, because you can compute your own curve and then get it standardized through some ISO and all, and then you can manipulate the market. So the reason was that maybe, so the PKCS 13 standard could not get standardized. So what happened? There was a big problem in ECC implementation a decade ago. Now it has come to a good level of implementation across all the internet-facing applications, especially our strategic applications. They are using ECC with their own curve. In C-DAC also, we have our own curve, which is called Ghost, and we have come up with the 768 bit prime field length, which is not in public literature, such big prime field size curve. And we are doing it for our own indigenous application development and all. So that is there. So if you come on the recommendation side, NIST has good influence on that. And you can see any new thing is coming, they are showing their strength in some way. So now we technically see whether the PQC is giving you sufficient readiness, or classical cryptography can also give you the same amount of security or not for a reasonable time, reasonably long time. So I am referring here IBM quantum roadmap, which has given a quantum development graph from 2022 to 2033. And almost everybody is referring this quantum development graph, where they are saying that in 2029 itself, you will have kind of 2000 qubits, logical qubits in hand. That is what they are claiming. And beyond 2033, the quantum computer will come in its full power. That is what they are expecting. They are saying that they are getting gradual success in quantum modularity, error correction scores, and all. So in that way, they are trying to scale up this quantum development program. Google has also said that 105 qubit is with them, logical qubit with them, but sometimes they failed also to demonstrate it. Then AWS has also told that they have got success in improving the error correction efficiency by 90%. So these are the some claims they have made. India has got 6,000 crore rupees as a budget for national quantum mission. And Australia has got 1 billion plus Australian dollar in funding. USA has also undisclosed amount of money for this such programs. So, how you can use legacy system in advent of quantum computers? If you know that as far as this IBM quantum roadmap is there, that if you believe them, that now at current point of time to next 5 years, how many qubits can be realized as far as IBM thing is concerned. So accordingly, you can scale up your legacy systems to see the quantum complexity to solve it, and you can be assured that okay, for this particular years we can use it. After that, we have to go for a PQC migration. So immediate jumping into the accepting this PQC will not be required. So the point is here that let PQC gets matured through field trials and good amount of testing. We have already seen that isogeny based graphs were compromised within 2 years of its standardization. It was almost got through. Then it was taken back. Then rainbow was dropped. So there are points that which says that we have to stick with classical systems also for some years ahead. Let's wait and watch kind of thing. So as far as ECC is concerned, it is getting its ECDLP is getting solved in polynomial time because of this SOR algorithms. So what can be the so we have got many PKI and many other TLS applications which are ECC based. So immediate migration to PQC will cost your company a lot, and it requires a very highly skilled manpower also to engineer that and to make all the libraries in place, integrate everything. So what can be the solution? So in advent of quantum computers, if you know that, okay, this many logical qubits are only there, and if I scale up my ECC, suppose prime field size to this, it requires from X to Y number of qubits, which a quantum computer can have only after 10 years. Then you will get the 10 years time for you to make prepare for the totally quantum resistant cryptography. Okay, so in that way you have a breathing time. So what we say here that higher order curves you use, which are defined over large prime fields, and that can be a transitional defense. So it will give you a breathing time. You have to think on that. You have to get the budget properly. You have to plan your organizational defense point, how it can be your country, how it can move and all. And other point is that PQC, you need to get complete examination. That also requires years of time. So immediately don't rush to that. But the problem is that higher order curves, computation of higher order curves are very difficult. Why I am more focused on ECC as compared to RSA, that RSA is the integer factorization problem. You cannot vouch a particular one pair of integer to work with it. But in ECC, you have a curve, a set of parameters, which you can standardize for yourself. And you can change it also using the same algorithm. with this philosophy, we have our own product, and we are working for Army and NTRO and all with that thing only, that we are changing curve and associated implementation in the libraries also we are doing. So we have got PKI with ourselves, then random number generators in kernel space that we have, and then other protocols also we are now framing out. So that thing can come up. And that what we will be facing as a challenge, that the higher order curves needs lot of computational resources and highly optimized routines to run. To our experience, we have got supercomputer in Patna, which is 2 petaflop system. We have used it completely for months and months. And one point of time, we were using 100% CPU utilization and all. It has got smelling like burning rubber and all. We did not know what happened, so that cooling, some problem was there, so we immediately closed it. We did it for 1 year, and then we could get a 768-bit curve. That too, first time we have got. After that, we are trying, but we have not come to success. But okay, that curve has come. We have totally checked it for its cryptographic suitability, and now we are showcasing it to the defense people and all also. That is there. So challenges are there. So the point here is, if I say you that use your legacy systems, then it is also not that simple. Then you have to scale up your curve order and all, and that is also a tedious job. But only good thing is that you have good Indian organizations which are doing it for you. So better to go for national thing rather than using foreign bodies services. So you can use higher order curves, but the problem is it is only an interim kind of thing, because finally your security will directly depend upon the getting the logical qubits, number of adequate logical qubits in hand. Until that time, your ECC is secure. What people are now saying, that you use hybrid model where ECC will be also there and PQC will be also there as one separate layer. When PQC fails due to its latency problems, and not ECC will work, something like that. So this robust way of going on with your application they are given. This is a jugaad kind of thing in our Desi language we are saying. Then system needing time to deploy PQC infrastructure. That is true. To complete migration, for a complete migration to PQC thing, you need total revamp of your infrastructure, which is very difficult from cost point of view, and complexity, and the manpower training and all. So it is difficult. And the mathematics also nowadays getting more complex and complex. So this was the paper I was talking about. It is in 2017. It was published in Asia Crypt, and in 2019 it has got a US patent. So it was a Microsoft paper where they have given a simulation result, and they said that this is the leftmost leftmost column says you the prime field size of the curve and how much logical qubits is needed to solve its DLP. And in that it is said that how many gates it require and what will be the circuit depth. And then simulation time they have given like this. So you see that the requirement is, but this is a simulation, not an actual. So we take it as, okay, this is correct figure. Then also you see here 4,719. So around 5,000 qubits required for 521-bit curve compromise. As far as IBM quantum roadmap is concerned, it will give you 10, 15 years definitely to breathe. Similarly, the RSA they have given here. So current standard is 2048 and 4098. And you see here how many qubits are required for 2048, 409, 6 qubits. And if you are using 15,300 RSA key sizes, then it will take around 30722, these many qubits. But to get it in practical time is very difficult. Your authentication systems and other will not work. It will take long time for key operations, especially the inverses in the field. So now I have a question which is very obvious to me, is that at one hand, US is saying that go for a PQC. And the other end, its company Certicom has put forward an global kind of Certicom challenge, ECC challenge, where they have told that they have got $10 million prize for solving it. So 109-bit prime field size curve and as well as binary field was solved in way back in 2002, okay, and 2004. But 131-bit challenge, still it is there. And nobody has done it, get it. And the other side, they are saying that ECC is vulnerable. So same government, two bodies are saying like that. So our now intention is in C-DAC Patna that we are trying 131-bit to solve. So we are trying for that. How to use it, we are now formulating new way to do it. These people who have done, they have used Pollard row in parallelization to get it done. We are trying for with some other way out. Then 239-bit and 359, no one is thinking, at least in the public domain. So they are saying that with the SOAR algorithm and quantum computer presence, everything can be broken irrespective of their size. But I don't know, people doesn't want money, they are not trying it. If I had, I would have tried, and $10 million would be mine, I am thinking. And that's why I'm trying. Okay. And then quantum readiness with PQC. Now, what are the problem with PQC? I'm specifically coming up for the problem because all good things they have told, and all you must be knowing those points. We see that hybrid cryptography, they are now saying that you go for a hybrid cryptography. When hybrid cryptography you are using, there is no finalized standards. Okay. So what they are saying, you use NIST standard only in some way or other. Okay. And then suppose that example I have given TLS with the key exchange 2551, that is a Bernstein curve. Okay. They are saying that use this with the PQC algorithm Kyber. Okay. And what challenges you may face is, okay, the protocol so it is not that simple. You have got standard conflictions, you have got performance penalties and all. And since the increased size, PQC gives you a lot of increased key sizes. Okay, so handling them is a real challenge. Bandwidth and storage implications are there. And backward compatibility means your existing system, how it will work through the PQC system. That is one of the things, like certificate size and all X.509. It has got MTU confliction that shows that over a network, the packet will get fragmented unnecessarily and it will not be delivered. So these problems are there. So how to do it in IoT scenario and all those things are the research subject. So PQC algorithm, as far as the security and trust is concerned, is newer and less mature, and concerns are ongoing cryptanalysis. Already 2 protocols has been broken, side channel attacks and implementation security. Mathematically, it is very sound so far, and developers must ensure these are the implementation attacks which we can prevent through constant time execution, save Gaussian samplers, because your random number generator, where it is taking entropy from, so it should be a white noise from the Gaussian distribution, that you have to ensure the source, quality of the source. Okay, and then formal verification is also required, which has not been done so far. So fact is this, that practical quantum computers are not there with because this error correction, stability and scaling up remains the barrier for us. And a strategic focus is hybrid solution and cryptographic agility are key short-term goals. So conclusion is very simple, that until the PQC, to make your systems quantum safe, you need theoretical security first. That will be only giving you a complete security. But for the time being, you can use legacy systems also until these PQC systems gets mature through field trials and more testing. These are the stakeholders that can take actions, like developers can have crypto agility, enterprises can have PQC planning, service providers can give you libraries and APIs, and government mandate compliance and standards, each government. And then use cases, maybe new system can be only with the PQC system, which I differ my view in that. And then legacy systems should be upgraded to higher order curves, which we have written, with the hybrid technology in place, and high security where you prioritize PQC only. These are some of the references. And with this, I conclude my talk here. Thank you.